Proof number 52, and the concept is symmetry of the roots. Symmetry of the roots. So in symmetry of the roots, we have a formula: alpha power 5 minus beta power 5 is equal to alpha plus beta into alpha power 4 minus beta power 4, alpha power 4 minus beta power 4 minus alpha beta into alpha cube minus beta cube. So in symmetry of the roots, we have one of the formula: alpha power 5 minus beta power 5 is equal to alpha plus beta into alpha power 4 minus beta power 4 minus alpha beta into alpha cube minus beta cube. Now I am going to prove this formula. So asali formula ela vachindi, why alpha power 5 minus beta power 5 is equal to this. Okay, there of course there are several ways to derive this formula, but here I am going to prove this formula using alpha power 4 minus beta power 4. So from alpha power 4 minus beta power 4 we can derive this formula. So దీని నుంచి వచ్చేస్తుంది ఈజీగా, very easy. Okay, otherwise you can prove same formula using binomial expansion, binomial theorem. Using binomial theorem also we can derive this formula. So of course this methodology is very easy. This method is very easy. See, alpha power 4 minus beta power 4 is equal to what? Let us consider alpha power 4 minus beta power 4. So it can be written as, see, it can be written as alpha power 4 can be rewritten as alpha square whole square minus beta power 4 also rewritten as beta square whole square, beta square whole square. Why? Because a power m whole power n is equal to a power mn. 2 into 2, 4. 2 into 2, 4. Okay, you will get same expression. So now observe this expression: a square minus b square. It's like a square minus b square. A square minus b square formula: a plus b into a minus b. A square minus b square is equal to a plus b into a minus b. Say a square minus b square, where a is equal to what? Here a is equal to alpha square and b is equal to beta square. So formula is a plus b alpha square plus beta square into a minus b alpha square minus beta square, alpha square minus beta square. Okay, so at last alpha power 4 minus beta power 4 is equal to what? Alpha square minus beta square into alpha square plus beta square. Okay. Next, this is step 1. Step 2, multiply. This step is very crucial. Multiply both sides. Multiply both sides of an equation by, multiply both, I am writing shortcut, multiply both sides by alpha plus beta. Multiply both sides by alpha plus beta. This is necessary step to prove this formula. This formula prove cheyalante alpha plus beta tone multiply cheyali. See, here we need in RHS we have alpha plus beta into alpha power 4 minus beta power 4. Here already we have alpha power 4 minus beta power 4. That's why we are multiplying this equation by alpha plus beta. See, now alpha plus beta into alpha power 4 minus beta power 4. So we have to multiply both sides. So here also alpha plus beta into alpha square minus beta square into alpha square plus beta square, alpha square plus beta square. Okay, next. So leave LHS as it is. Okay, na din ela as it is ga vadleyandi. Alpha plus beta into alpha power 4 minus beta power 4. We have to make some modifications in RHS. Alpha plus beta into alpha square minus beta square into alpha square plus beta square. First of all, multiply these two. So alpha into alpha square, alpha cube, alpha into minus beta square minus alpha beta square, beta into alpha square, beta alpha square, beta into minus beta square minus beta cube into, write this, alpha square plus beta square. Next, alpha plus beta into alpha power 4 minus beta power 4 is equal to, now let us group alpha cube and minus beta cube. So alpha cube minus beta cube, one group. Okay, next minus alpha beta square plus beta alpha square, minus alpha beta square plus beta alpha square into alpha square plus beta square into alpha square plus beta square. Next distribute alpha square plus beta square here. Okay, now distribute alpha square plus beta square to alpha cube minus beta cube and minus alpha beta square and beta alpha square. Okay, so first alpha square plus beta square into alpha cube minus beta, alpha plus beta into, leave write LHS as it is, alpha power 4 minus beta power 4 is equal to, now alpha square plus beta square into alpha cube minus beta cube, alpha square plus beta square into alpha cube minus beta cube. Next minus alpha beta square into alpha square plus beta square, minus alpha beta square into alpha square plus beta square, now plus beta alpha square into alpha square plus beta square. Okay, so I'm using distributive property, that's all. Okay, I'm simply multiplying with all these expressions. So alpha square plus beta square into, so beta alpha square into alpha square plus beta square, alpha square plus beta square. Okay. Let us simplify further. Leave LHS as it is. Okay, now I'm not writing again. See, alpha square into alpha cube. Again, they apply distributive property. Alpha square into alpha cube, alpha power 5. Alpha square into minus beta cube, minus alpha square beta cube, minus alpha square beta cube. Beta square into alpha cube plus beta square alpha cube. Beta square into minus beta cube minus beta power 5 minus alpha beta square into alpha square alpha cube beta square, minus into plus minus alpha beta square into beta square alpha beta power 4, alpha beta power 4, because beta square into beta square beta power 4 plus beta alpha square into alpha square into alpha square alpha power 4, beta into alpha power 4 into beta. Okay, next beta alpha square into beta square plus beta cube alpha square. Okay, now alpha, first alpha power 5 minus beta power 5, one group. Next, let us see remaining terms. Alpha minus alpha cube beta square and plus alpha cube beta square get cancelled. These two get cancelled. Next, minus alpha beta power 4 plus beta alpha power 4. No. Minus alpha square beta cube plus alpha square beta cube, like terms and having opposite signs. Okay, at the same time they are having same coefficient. So these two get cancelled. At last, remaining terms. This one complete. This next. Minus alpha beta power 4 here plus alpha power 4 beta. Next, alpha power 5 minus beta power 5. So now observe these two terms. Alpha beta common. So take out plus alpha beta common. Okay. If we take alpha beta here, we have alpha cube. So after taking alpha beta, here we have minus beta cube. Okay. Now transpose alpha beta into alpha cube minus beta cube to left hand side. Positive becomes negative. Now alpha power 5 minus beta power 5 is equal to, on left hand side we have alpha plus beta into alpha power 4 minus beta power 4. Transpose this term. Positive becomes negative. Minus alpha beta into alpha cube minus beta cube. So this is the required formula. So alpha power 5 minus beta power 5 is equal to alpha plus beta into alpha power 4 minus beta power 4 minus alpha beta into alpha cube minus beta cube. So this is one of the methods to prove this formula. Okay. So here I'm using alpha power 4 minus beta power 4. Of course, you can derive same formula using binomial theorem. Okay, but it is little bit lengthy. Okay, కొంచెం lengthy గా వస్తుంది అంతే. ఇది కొంచెం షార్ట్ ఫామ్ లో వచ్చేస్తుంది.